This is a project I created. It was taking a stand against equality for education. I used Little Rock 9 as inspiration for my poster. This was created in Illustrator and was one of the first projects I did in college. This project I had to do in my digital imaging class. I had to take a photograph of one of the elements of design. I chose color, so I took pictures of water droplets falling into a water fountain. I used Photoshop to make the background black and white, and I intensified the blue color of the water. I pulled the color of blue from the water to use on the coloring of my text and as the stroke on the other text. This project I created in Photoshop as well. It was a panorama project. I had to take a series of photos of a location in Muskegon, and I chose the Heritage Landing. I had to stitch my photos in Photoshop to create my panorama, and then I chose to make a background around it and then add the title and my name at the bottom. This project was a music project. I had to choose a band or a music singer, and I had to create a poster, flyer, and ticket as if I was trying to sell them to a venue. My poster is a clean, simple design. I have Nickelback at the top with the B backwards for the back. I have a guitar with my information on it about the date, the time, and the venue of where the concert will be held. And then I have the Nickelback fading in the background. My flyer is also simple. I've carried the same Nickelback from the poster onto the flyer title. I have the information about Nickelback itself, the band, some of their hit songs, how they came up with their name, and awards that they've won that I would hand out to managers of venues to try to have them let me have my band play there. The ticket in the bottom corner I also created in InDesign along with the other projects, and I also wanted to keep that clean and simple but yet easy to read. And since I was going for a teenager audience to younger adults, I wanted to kind of keep it eye-catching but not too gaudy. This project I had to create for the West Symphony Orchestra that was held in Muskegon, Michigan. I had to take pictures that would show manufacturing, and then I had to create a poster to show the manufacturing because the main theme of the orchestra this year was American-made, the art of manufacturing. I chose to take a picture of a farming gas tank to show that gas powers everything in manufacturing or electricity. This poster was designed in Illustrator for a wrestling team. One of their wrestlers got his 100th win, which is a big thing in wrestling. I chose to keep his nickname in there, which was Machine Marine, and I had the dirt bike in the middle and the dirt bike number plate with the 100 wins in there because the same week he won his 100th win, he also won his 250cc dirt bike racing class. To show emphasis on Scotty, I used Photoshop to edit the photos so that Scotty was in color and it looked like the spotlight was on him, while the rest of the background and subjects in the photos were black and white. This is another picture I did for Scotty for getting his 100th win. I just used Photoshop and added some coloring to make this have a different texture to it. This project, I had to pick an artist. I chose Andy Warhol. I had to find one of his artworks or a drawing or something he did, and I had to copy it. So I drew Liza Minnelli myself using Illustrator, and then I had to take my Liza Minnelli drawing and put it into a poster so that it would show that I was advertising Andy Warhol's work at a museum. This is my portrait project. I had to choose a person or thing of interest and have a little magazine layout. The cover of the magazine has my friend Abby and her name with some of the photos I took of her. and I used InDesign to create the entire layout, and I used Photoshop to edit all the photos. The inside layout is kind of scrambled around and not in perfect place because Abby's personality is wild, fun, colorful, crazy, and very unorganized. The next two slides are the inside layouts, page 1 and 2. This project was one of the first projects I got to do while I was at Muskegon Community College. It was the first competition I entered myself in. I had to create a picture showing health and medical occupation, and my picture was chosen. So I was chosen to create a 3-trifold brochure for the college, and it had to be the health and medical occupations. So there's information about all the different health and medical occupation degrees you can get at MCC. This is the back of it, and I just followed the general rules that they wanted so that all brochures inside and outside match except for the photos. This is the inside of the brochure. The next few slides are just some of my photography that I have done, and then I have edited them all in Photoshop. They range from houses in Muskegon, landscapes, and then farm pictures.